Hi and welcome, John Morris Show on a Wednesday, 5th day of August, and glad you are with us from the TFNB studios, historic Elm Avenue in Waco. We talked about some of that history yesterday. Glad you're with us today. Big day, first day. Well, big day because Jerry Hill will be with us. That's enough right there. But big day because it's the first day of fall camp for Coach Dave Aranda and the Bears. A lot of other schools starting. I guess there's a little bit of variance in when you start. There's not one date when you can start. It's, I think, the number of practice days that you have, like you have whatever the number is, 30 practice days before your first game. And depends on how you spread those out, how many off days you take when you actually start, because I saw some schools started practice on Monday. But for Baylor, it's today, and they are on the field right now, actually. Morning practices for Coach Aranda again this year. They feel like that's better for recovery after a morning practice. They'll do meetings, this afternoon or this evening. No class right now. They're in between summer and fall, and so, it's all football right now to start. But first day of practice today, exciting, 31 days away from kickoff for the Bears. You could say 1 month from today. Today's August 5th, and Baylor opens September 5th in Atlanta against Auburn, and 1 month away from the season opener. And it'll be fun to be out there at practice coming up in just a few minutes. Tell you this, kind of a reminder, I work in the Baylor athletic department, and I do the games, and as such, I have the privilege of going out to practice, where they're mostly closed to the media and mostly closed to fans. But being inside the athletic department, I get to go out there, and I appreciate that. But with that privilege comes the responsibility also of not sharing everything that you see or hear or learn, out there at practice. So I think through well, this will be my 40th year doing Baylor football. Through those years, you've learned what you can talk about, what you can't talk about, what's, just needs to stay on the down low. You know it as background information, and the other things that you can talk about. So in this show, in this format, I'll share what I can, but there's some things that I can't, and I hope you understand that. So that's the beauty of being able to go out to practice. I love it. I just love going out there and seeing them work, not just football, but all the other sports as well. I was over at basketball the other day. They are leaving town tomorrow for the trip to Canada. Men's basketball is. So I just appreciate that opportunity. All right, we're brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas, also brought to you by the Brazos Landing, live show at the Brazos Landing a week from today. That is August 12th, so come join us. We'll be there live 12 to 1, and then Matt Mosley live there 1 to 3. That is a week from today, August 12th. And as we continue to spruce up our set here, we love it when we have guests that, give us items to display on the set. And you folks who watch and listen on a regular basis, you'll recognize some of those and know the backstory and know where they come from. That's fun. But Garrett has made a tremendous addition to our set back here. Way to go, Garrett.
Thank you. Yeah, so we have a lot of helmets that have come in, and during the split off where Sikkim went to go do their own thing, they had a lot of the Baylor stuff naturally. So we had all of our helmets, and they took it with them like they should. Yeah. So we have more decorations coming in. Coach Leipold from Kansas sent us a helmet last week.
Oh.
So Doug McNamee comes into the studio, and I'm like, okay, we don't have no Baylor stuff. So I'm like, hey, Doug, can we get a helmet, man? Like, we need one for the set. And Doug came up clutch. Doug, Brad, Brent Ingram, everybody in the athletic department, I greatly appreciate y'all for doing this. But not only did they give us a Baylor helmet, JMo, they gave us this bad anthracite helmet behind you.
I know, exactly. So there it is. There's the helmet right over here that Garrett has on our set. And I guess it'll move between sets right here in the building.
I will definitely move this, but it is something that's going to be really important, and for this set in particular. So I will move it around, but it's definitely going to be used every day on this set.
There you go. It's a good shot of it. So, and the anthracite. You asked for anthracite specifically, didn't you?
Well, I didn't ask Doug for an anthracite.
Okay.
I had mentioned it in the past on shows because I saw where Sawyer Robertson was doing the quarterback, where John Gruden would interview the quarterbacks, right? And Baylor sent him a care package, and one of them was the anthracite helmet. And I'm like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We're right down the street. Like,
right.
Come on. No,
Hello, here we are.
But no, they did it right. Greatly appreciate them. They did not have to give us an anthracite one, but I really appreciate that.
That's pretty cool. All right, there's a great addition to the set, and it appears on the set. Perfect timing, first day of fall camp. So I like that. That's really, really good. Is that your favorite? Do you have a favorite helmet or uniform combo?
In the studio or like for Baylor?
No, for Baylor.
For Baylor, it's the anthracite. I think my favorite one would be an anthracite Sailor Bear, without a doubt.
Oh, we've never done that, have we?
If you dropped an anthracite Sailor Bear, like on homecoming or something, or what I would like personally is the old gold helmets, like especially that Colorado game when you're doing like the comeback or whatever. If you drop the old gold helmets or even like that claw like JJ Joe in them used to have, that could be sick. But
how about that?
I think those would be. I'm not a big fan of the all yellow what they have right now. I'm not a big fan of that or that color of yellow. But if they went back to that, even if it was for one game. That's the move for me.
I got you. That's cool. The anthracite with Sailor Bear is kind of, but to me, that's kind of a clash of cultures, if you will. It
is.
Because Sailor Bear is old school.
It is.
But anthracite is very, very new.
And right now, Doug's bridging the gap, right? He's bringing everybody together. You're bringing the young, you're bringing the old, we're bringing the community out. Do it, man.
Yeah. And Sailor Bear, I know this. I know Doug loves Sailor Bear, so
I bet.
It'll be prominent for sure. And it's fun that it's become the helmet decal for homecoming. I think that's perfect.
No, absolutely.
I don't think we should use. I've always thought this about Oklahoma State. Mm-hmm. They have a ton of different combinations and helmets. And,
like different stickers and stuff on them as well.
A ton of different ones. And that's great, but I think you've got to have your one main helmet decal and vary from that very infrequently. That's just me.
Right.
Some people, probably Oregon and I think Oklahoma State, I mean, they may change every game. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think you've got to have your go-to, the traditional interlocking BU.
Oh, definitely for Baylor. That's the signature thing. Like when you see the BU, you automatically know you could put a different bear up there and it could be construed for somebody else, even though you have a color scheme or something. But you know that interlocking BU is Baylor.
Have I ever told you the story of John Lilly when he was president at Baylor?
No.
Okay, so President Lilly was here for a couple of years maybe. He thought that the BU people outside Waco didn't know what that is. I mean, he was dead set that people would look at BU and think Boston University or something else.
No.
And he was gonna get, as president, he was going to get rid of the BU, our use of the BU, and that included on the football helmets. And he was president, and this was in the works. And I saw a mock-up of a helmet that had Baylor in script on the helmet.
Right.
And if he had stayed in that position, I think for another year or into the fall, I think it would have happened. I think he would have made that change.
I don't think that would have been the right move.
Yeah.
I understand like we saw it over the past couple of years, really, where the script has come back and more teams are incorporated. Texas A&M does it. There's the one that jumps off the top of my mind that does it. But the script has made a resurgence, but you can't make that your primary thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. To me, the primary has to be
it's got to be the BU.
I saw one time we're at a deal with Dr. Lilly, and I said, and I was wearing a shirt with a B, much like this, a shirt with a BU logo. And I said, hey, Dr. Lilly, I was in Seattle last weekend, and somebody saw my shirt and said, hey, Baylor. And he said, he was standing there, and he poked me in the chest. He actually poked me in the chest, and he said, that's one.
No.
Okay, this was in Seattle, and still somebody recognized the BU.
I understand. Boston, to me, like I'm a Boston hockey fan, like for the Terriers, but like they have the Terrier. They don't just have the BU out there. Like they have the BU with a Terrier. So there's a difference in that.
And come on, don't you think that the Baylor brand is much more widespread than
it's probably
Boston
older.
University?
I mean, I don't know about that.
Well,
I could be looking into that.
That's true.
That might be a false statement. But yes, it's more recognizable.
Exactly. I mean, why wouldn't people in Boston see a BU and think, oh, Baylor?
Yeah,
you know?
you're going
I mean, they
to.
could do that also.
Exactly.
So I don't know, different strokes for different folks, but we had some great uniform combinations. Fans have voted on the uniform combination for the first home game, the 254 game, where we welcome Waco, or celebrate Baylor and Waco together. And the fans got to vote on the uniform combination there, and they voted green helmet, green jersey, and white pants. And that'll look sharp. That'll be really good for the home opener. That'll be on September 12th, first home game this year. And I think the combinations, with Nike and their change a couple of years ago, there's a lot of mix and match you can do there, and I think we always do a really good job of that.
No, they really do, and I like how they mix it up. I think being more open and letting the fans pick those are new things. I like the addition of and I don't think it's for every game. I know it's this first one, but the 3 stripes on the helmet down the middle. Oh yeah, I really like that. I think that's a good addition to them. Yeah,
that's really good. So speaking of helmets, this was announced yesterday. Pretty cool for the Louisiana Tech game. That'll be on September 19th. That'll be Childhood Cancer Awareness Month when we get to September. And Baylor Scott and White McLean Children's have partnered for a special helmet decal for that game. And the kids there in the McLean Children's Hospital designed a bear head and a logo that'll be on the helmet for that game. So that is really, really cool. I'll try to get a picture of that and show it to you. The winning Helmet of Hope is what it's called. It was designed, the winning design was made by 6-year-old Laria Ramirez of Cameron, Texas, and she titled her design Helmet of Hope. Isn't that great?
I love that.
This is a girl that's
good.
Yeah, going through cancer treatment, and she's got Helmet of Hope. And that's the background for that game, and that'll be a helmet decal on September 19th, Baylor and Louisiana Tech. So really cool initiative there, great partnership between Baylor and Baylor Scott and White McLean Children's. Some of our players went down there and visited with the kids that are there as they were working on their design. So really, really well done there, and you can watch for that on September 19th, the Louisiana Tech game. All right, let's take a break. Back with more in a moment. Glad you are with us on this Wednesday morning, first day of fall camp for Baylor football. Jerry Hill will join us in a bit. Look forward to visiting with the once and former Connect 4 champion of the Baylor Media Mixer. Garrett, he said to me yesterday, I said, I don't know. Garrett's not going to give me a hard time, is he? And I said, I don't know, but I am. So
I'll
be
poke
ready.
Him a little bit. I'll poke him a little bit.
Oh,
I'll let you take at him.
We will definitely poke the bear. So Jerry's coming in a little bit. We look forward to that. We'll take a break. Be back in a moment. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas. 7 convenient locations around Central Texas to serve you better. They are also on the web at alliancebanktexas.com, your Central Texas business bank. That is Alliance Bank Central Texas. Take a break. Back with more right after this. John Morris Show on a Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Summer isn't over yet. Make every last splash count at Waco Surf. Catch perfect waves, float the lazy river, or relax on the beach while the kids make unforgettable memories. Stay in their hotel or private cabins, or hook up with your RV. Located just 90 miles from Dallas and Austin, set on 450 acres in the heart of Texas, Waco Surf is unlike any other water park around. Before school starts, give your family one more epic adventure. WacoSurf.com. Book your stay today and catch a wave.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Welcome back, John Morris Show on a Wednesday. Beautiful day in Central Texas, heading toward 100. First day of fall camp for Baylor football. High schools, for the most part, already practicing. The ones that didn't start this week, they'll start next week. So here we go. Countdown continues. 31 days from today, Baylor will kick off in Atlanta against the Auburn Tigers. Speaking of which, you know that online thing that's still going on about best walkout tradition.
For the Baylor line?
Yes, the Baylor line. It's USA Today that's doing this. The Baylor line is the nomination from Baylor as the best walkout tradition in college football. It's number 1 right now in votes. Yeah, so we need to keep it that way. You can continue to vote through August 17th. So still 12 days, you can vote, and you can vote once a day. We in the athletic department are, stuffing the ballot box and are encouraging people to do the same thing. But go to the Baylor website and you can get the link. It's easy to do. Click on it, and then you get a vote now, and you vote right there. But Baylor and the Baylor line is number 1. The whiteout at Penn State was number 1. And Max Calderon made the point, come on, they do that once a year.
Exactly.
It's not a game in, game out tradition.
I think when I'm looking at it is you have some that are so similar, right? Like we have so many different teams that they bring out a vehicle of some sort, or they bring out an animal of some sort. Whether you want to talk Ralphie, the Red Raider, that's right, the Masked Rider that rides out at things. You have, whether it's Michigan or Notre Dame, LSU, they all hit something.
Hit the man,
Baylor is so unique. They're the only ones that do something like that, so it makes sense that they would be in first place.
Yeah. So we are right now, and but still a ways to go, 12 days to go voting. So the Penn State whiteout was number 1. Now Baylor is, you know what's number 2?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, it involves Auburn when they.
Oh, the Eagle.
Yeah, when they fly the Eagle around pregame.
That one's different.
Which is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
But they're number 2. And who do we play the first game? Auburn.
Man. That would be fun. Like you had the first, like if if it was 1 and 2, and then you match it up to start off the season. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So encourage you to continue to vote there and help Baylor to win this competition for the best walk. What do they call it? Walk out or?
I think it's entry. like stadium entry.
Yeah, entry in college football, and it's great that the Baylor line is right up there. All right, we are also brought to you by Waco Surf, located 90 minutes from Dallas and Austin on 450 acres in the heart of Central Texas. Family-friendly surf resort, features a wave pool, a standing wave, a beach, a water park, a lazy river, and endless outdoor activities. A lot going on there. You can stay in their hotel, in their private cabin, or you can hook up your RV. I know a lot of people stay out there when they come in for Baylor football weekends. Make it an epic adventure at Waco Surf. For more info, go to wacosurf.com. And we're also brought to you by Westfest. A reminder that 1 month away, a little less than a month away now, is the 50th annual Westfest presented by West Feeds. It is September 4th through the 6th in West at the West Fairgrounds, just 15 miles north of Waco. You know where it is. Garrett will stop off for kolaches when he goes. Friday, September 4th is the kickoff party. Saturday, the 5th, is the Westfest parade starting at 10 a.m. And then all day Saturday and Sunday, it's the Power of Polka. The headliner is the Randy Rogers Band. So much going on there. Check it out at westfest.com for tickets and more info. Westfest.com. 50th annual Westfest. So that would make it 1976 was the first one that they did.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be 50 years going back. So I arrived in Waco in 1977, fall of 77, to start school at Baylor. And I remember Westfest from that very first year. I mean, it was a big deal. I think a group of us went up there. We kind of knew it was going on,
right.
Labor Day weekend. Let's go to see what this is. I think I went up there. So
I want to go check. I need to go out there. I want to experience the polka music and that kind of cultural, I don't know, just that experience. I want to have that.
You would enjoy it.
I think I would.
It's fun. They do a great job up there. So westfest.com for more information. Congratulations to the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Great event yesterday. The Southwest Conference Hall of Fame induction luncheon was yesterday. Great crowd there. Just some great stories. I mean, those of you, I think I've mentioned twice here already in 20 minutes about how old I am, but if you go back to the Southwest Conference, you appreciate the history and the stories. And this was the game program, or the event program there yesterday. That SWC logo, that's a medallion that they gave each of the inductees. It was Dennis Gentry for Baylor, the former Baylor running back. He was inducted into the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame. And there's Dennis when he was on stage. Bruce Geetson did a terrific job interviewing each of the inductees yesterday. And Dennis did a great job. Dennis told some good stories, represented Baylor really, really well. So a really cool event. Congratulations again to Dennis Gentry. And another look, what they put up on the screen when Dennis was up on stage, old number 3 from Lubbock, Dennis Gentry. So congratulations to him, and really congratulations to all the inductees. It was a great group, really fun stories that were told yesterday. And it's kind of somebody had a bus there. I think it was A&M, but I'm not completely sure. So there was a bus right outside the door. I think it was A&M. They brought that many people and packed them on a bus and came up there. Isn't that cool?
That's insane. That would make sense for them to do that and haul up. And it's also makes me think of y'all's tour in the bus, and it's tying that all back together.
Gets stolen. And I'll find out for sure. It could have been the Texas group. There was a huge Texas group that was there, Chris Plonsky and many, many others. But I think it was A&M that brought a bus load of people. Ed Hargett was the A&M representative. Gosh, what a career he had. I mean, a great career. They all loved reminiscing and talking about the Cotton Bowl when A&M beat Alabama. Gene Stallings was the coach.
Yes.
Bear Bryant was the coach at Alabama. Coach Stallings had coached with Coach Bryant. So really, really, it was just a great event. It was very, very well done.
I know a lot of people, I was little when the Southwest Conference was just popping off.
Sure.
So I know people are very nostalgic about it.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite iteration of the conference? What are your thoughts on the Southwest Conference and where we are now?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so different.
Right.
I enjoy every stage wherever we are. I mean, I love the Southwest Conference. There was so much, history there, and 8 of the 9 schools were in the state of Texas, everybody but Arkansas. And you could drive to most of the games. It was pretty easy to do that. And you were playing against, you think about in those days, you guys for Baylor were playing against, say, A&M, and they were playing against guys that they played against in high school, There was so much of that with Texas high school recruiting, and a lot of those guys staying in the state of Texas. So I liked it. I enjoyed it. I was kind of sad when it went away. But, there's progress, there's movement, and it was on to the Big 12, and I'm glad Baylor was included in the Big 12, and then the Big 12 has had several iterations, since then also. So I wouldn't say, I like to, grow where I'm planted, and right now we're in the Big 12, and it's great. But really good memories about the Southwest Conference also. Oh, I know what I can bring. I could bring something for the set. Old Southwest Conference.
There we go. That's what we need.
I just thought about that. I'll bring that tomorrow.
Southwest Conference. Actually.
Tom Hill's going to be with us tomorrow. He's on the board at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So that'll be appropriate.
Perfect.
I'll try to remember to bring that tomorrow. But a great event put on by the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations again to Dennis Gentry, the Baylor representative, going into the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame. All right. Oh, one other thing to mention as we're going back a little bit, this was released yesterday. Former Baylor punter Daniel Sepulveda was named to the Sporting News 2000's All-Decade All-America team. So they had one person at each position named as an All-American. Daniel was the first ever two-time Ray Guy Award winner as the best punter in the nation. He held every Baylor punting record when he was here. But you think about that in the era of the 2000s, the All-America team, like here's some of the others, and there's some Waco connections here too, a couple of them. Tim Tebow from Florida was the quarterback, all right? Sporting News 2000's All-America team. LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, was the running back, one of them. Darren McFadden from Arkansas was the other. So Larry Fitzgerald of Pitt, Michael Crabtree of Texas Tech, receivers. Kellen Winslow, the second of Miami, the tight end. How about those names? On defense, Ndamukong Suh from Nebraska, defensive lineman. Derek Johnson out of Waco High and the University of Texas. He was first-team All-American linebacker. A.J. Hawk from Ohio State. Terrence Newman from Kansas State. And then Daniel Sepulveda is the punter on that team. So really a nice recognition and accomplishment for what he did during his time here. There was a time when Daniel Sepulveda was our, what would you say, Jerry? He was our best player? Would that be fair? I think he was. Daniel Sepulveda was just really, really good. He was a linebacker initially and then went full-time punter. And, man, there was one game he just decapitated a guy. Well, that was against North Texas, wasn't it? Yeah, Jerry's alma mater. I mean, I can still see that hit. So congratulations to Daniel Sepulveda, very deserving honor for him. All right, Jerry Hill is here. He's in the green room. We're going to bring him up, visit with our good friend, and we hope yours, Jerry Hill, when we come back. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. We'll take a break and be right back. Jerry joins us right after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Back with us, John Morris Show on a Wednesday. Look who's here, Gold Rush, Jerry Hill. Welcome to you, Baylor Insider. We're kind of green and gold today, aren't we?
We are green and gold. And I was going to say,
yes,
I'll give kudos to Garrett for beating me.
Thank you.
I have a question for you. Have you ever won a Connect 4 championship for Baylor Athletics?
I have not.
Okay,
I have never won one.
You don't even need to say anything else.
Oh, okay. I
have
see.
won.
So you're worried about me talking mess.
I
You
mean,
want to come on talking mess.
all right.
Jerry, I rest my case.
I rest my case.
All right, Mr.
I
One
said
and Done
good
over there. Mr. One and Done.
Drop the mic. Okay, you've won. But Garrett won over you the other night. Man, what a battle royale between you guys.
We really went out. I don't even remember how far it went, like how long.
I think we were like
but we were pretty far
stacks
up.
up.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty far up.
Yeah.
And, I didn't see it. I was trying to see all his possibilities. I did not see that one.
I got you.
Yeah.
I asked him, because I didn't see when y'all were playing, I asked if it was a walkover or if it was pretty tough, and he said, oh, no, it was very tough.
It was a good match.
That's good.
When you look around the room, and a lot of them, they'll end pretty quick.
Right.
This one was, we went at it for a little bit, so.
All right.
I still like you, Garrett.
Good job.
I like you too, Jerry.
Like you, Garrett.
And Garrett, the second round, so he advanced to the second round, and that was Coach Moore who wasn't
Yeah,
there.
he no-showed, so I got a free pass.
Well, he's recruiting. He's working.
He was recruiting.
And then who'd you run into for the third?
I ran into Grayson Greenhaver.
That's it,
And he got me. We had a decent thing going. I don't think we got up as high as me and Jerry did, and then he kind of like he got me slipping where I wasn't paying attention.
I got you.
Yeah.
You cannot slip in Connect
Cannot
4.
slip in
You've
Connect
got to be
4.
focused. And we could see some people were very focused.
Very focused.
You know?
I mean, and we talked about it. I mean, there's some of those coaches that are very, very competitive, ultra competitive.
Right.
And I mean, yeah, you can see the laser focus when they're in. Like you think about the coach or the sports they coach and whatever, but man, when it's Connect 4, they are in. They are like just all in for Connect 4.
If you missed us talking about it yesterday, this was at the Media Mixer, kind of a late summer heading into the fall. Really nice deal where the local media gather with all of our head coaches. And I think everybody was there except Coach Moore. I think all the coaches were there.
Casey Maxwell was, and it may have been the same thing, recruiting or something. And I think that may be it. I mean, we had, pretty much everybody was there. I'm not going to say Doug mandated it, but it was pretty much that way.
It was.
You need to be there. I mean, I think this was important to him. And he wanted the coaches to be, he wanted it to be important for them too, and they showed up.
Yep, it was fun.
Great. It was great.
And who won? Who's the Connect Four
That
champion?
would be Scott Drew, who won the year before Jerry Hill.
Oh.
So Scott Drew has now won 2 of the last 3
Wow.
because we didn't have one in 25.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Scott is well, you think about the bubble, remember?
Yeah.
They played a lot of Connect 4
That's
that
true.
year.
In Indianapolis,
So
they
that's
did.
probably where his skills developed.
How
I mean,
about
but
that?
he's really good. Beat Mitch Thompson in the final. That was a really good.
Mitch was pretty focused when I saw him.
You know, and it was funny. I can't remember who he beat in his first match. But he was like, well, that's one. And I mean, I don't know how much he had played, but he was very focused.
That's great.
Very competitive. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. No more.
Can we
move
just
on?
go on past that?
Move on.
I don't
from
know
that.
what the segue is,
Yeah.
but let's move on.
The segue wasn't it fun to connect
Oh, God.
Southwest Conference
See how he
days?
threw that in
Well,
there?
that's a professional right there.
Southwest
Yes,
Conference days
yes.
to today at
That was
the
funny.
Texas Sports Hall of Fame yesterday.
No, it was a lot of fun, John. That whole group, that was such an impressive. I mean, again, kind of like the Baylor Hall of Fame, sans you. Always impressive.
Always.
But
One slacker.
Yeah, we got one slacker that somehow found his way in there. But you got to think every year they're going to have good halls.
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Well, and so I was talking. You had asked if Alan Keenan was there. I don't remember if
I
you
saw him. Yeah, I did see him.
I talked to Alan a little bit on the way, and he even brought up, which I don't think he may be in the Sports Hall of Fame, which would put him in the SWC Hall of Fame. But he mentioned Leroy Burrell because he's now their head track coach.
Shoot, yeah.
Carl's in, but I don't
Yeah.
think Leroy's in yet.
He should be.
Again, there's a lot of people that are probably,
Yeah.
and I looked, I mean, granted, we haven't been doing it that long where we do the each school, but Jeremy Warner's not in. So those
yeah.
are people that
Yeah.
need to be in eventually.
That's
so
right.
Leroy Burrell should be in the
Yeah.
Southwest Conference Hall of Fame.
I was telling Garrett, somebody brought a bus. Was that A&M?
Oh, you know what? Jeremy Warner wouldn't be in the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's true. It's got to
He
go
wasn't-
back.
yeah, but-
was that A&M, the A&M group that had the bus out front?
I saw they had it right out front as I was leaving, and I'm not sure.
I'm not either. I
That
think
would
it
make
was.
sense
Right.
because there were so many of them there, and they had RC,
Yeah.
on the Lifetime Achievement,
Yeah.
Award, the Lamar Hunt deal. He was there, so it would make sense that they would have one, and it's close enough,
Right,
So
right.
that could have been. I mean, Texas had a ton of people there.
It
too.
could have been them, but
Yeah.
I think it was A&M.
I think it was A&M,
Which
yeah.
is really cool.
Oh
isn't it?
yeah, a bus to the
Yeah.
So
Fill
it
up
was,
a bus.
but
And
it was great.
yeah.
I thought the event was really good. And you always find out about stuff when you go to an event like that. Apparently, I was not following the NFL that well. I didn't realize Barry Foster was that good in the NFL.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a really good player in the NFL. And
Like
I just
a 1,600-yard
maybe
rushing
I just
season?
wasn't watching the Steelers back then. I don't know. But yeah, he missed the NFL rushing title that year by like 20-something yards
Yeah.
to Emmett.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, those are the things you kind of learn there, and like I was talking with you about it. I didn't realize Rice had won that Southwest Conference title, the women's cross country title in '94, and I did the research, and they did beat Baylor by 1 point.
Oh, really?
Because it was in a stretch where Baylor won it just about every year when Steve Gully was here in those.
You were fact-checking.
I fact checked. I was like, that can't be right. Rice didn't win. Baylor won every year during those.
Come on,
But
she's going into the Hall of Fame.
Yes, literally beat Baylor by 1 point.
Wow.
And I think the one that was elected or inducted she was second individually that
about
year.
that?
I'm gonna say a Baylor runner was number one. I'm just gonna say that.
In those days, yes, you're probably right.
Yeah, yeah.
And wasn't it fun to see Super Bill Bradley there
Oh
yesterday?
yeah, I did get to visit with him
Yeah,
a little bit
yeah.
too. I mean, that was so fun. And I don't know that you'd remember the name. I followed him more because I was covering MCC a lot. But Ray Roberts was there.
Oh, yeah.
And he was at Hill, still at Hill. I didn't realize that. He's still at Hill College, not involved in athletics. He's teaching like some kind of environmental class. But anyway, we talked a little bit, and he was on the A&M teams, basketball teams in the 70s, right before just kind of the glory days of the Southwest
about
Conference.
that?
So it was cool visiting with him as well.
That was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
it was very, very well done.
Yeah.
So kudos to the Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Great
that was
event.
fun.
Great event yesterday. All right, football practice begins today for Baylor. What do you have in mind, something you want to watch for, or what do you think are the priorities, as they start camp today?
Yeah, I think, obviously a lot of buzz around DJ and, it's the quarterback position. So naturally so, I think there will be a lot of spotlight on that. But, obviously with the decision on Yakiri Walker, you're going to look at center. I would think, I hadn't seen this in writing, but I would think that Caden Siraki's brother Colton would probably slide over. He was pegged to start at right guard, and he has played some center, and he did some even in the spring. So I suspect he'll slide over. Now, who goes in at right guard, I don't know, but that would be one. Just how the offensive line develops and starts to mesh, and then one that I've thought about is the secondary, just because there are some returners, but there's a lot of new faces back there. So it's going to be fun to see how that group develops as well. Those would be the two, the offensive line and the secondary.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Isn't it exciting? You think about we're 1 month away today from the season opener.
Yeah.
It's a pretty exciting time of the year.
It is. And obviously Baylor just getting started. But we've talked about it before. It is really year round. Like they've been going at it, with off season programming, and they go straight into winter conditioning right after the end of the season. Obviously, they got into it a little bit earlier than they wanted to, but and then you go right to spring football, and then off-season conditioning, and just never ends. So they've been doing a lot of stuff, but this is kind of when it gets real. And like you said, it's a month before that season opener. You've got it, and with a team like Auburn, they weren't great last year. They've had a lot of changeover, new coach there, but that's Auburn. That's SEC football. So you've got to hit the ground running, whereas, some years you might open with whoever,
Right. Right.
You
got to be ready.
You got to be ready on that first game. So it is a little different this year.
Did you see that Auburn is taking their whole team to like a resort to kind of sequester them for fall camp?
Oh, the whole fall camp.
Probably not the whole time.
I thought you were talking about for the game.
No,
that's
not
nice.
The game. No,
They're going to go to a resort the week of the game.
No, they'll probably go to a hotel somewhere,
Yeah,
but they're going to resort for 1 week. I don't know how long. 1 week, 2 weeks of fall camp.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad idea.
No, that's good. You want them as focused as you can be. And John, I remember back to Gymo.
Yeah.
When he actually put them in the dorms and used
Took their phones away.
Yeah, took the, what do they call them? Yellow dogs, the high school buses to transport them to practice. And I think that was the first year I actually stayed in the dorm with them for a week. And I had so many of those, because they had to give up their keys, their phones, everything. And I had so many of those guys, hey, you think you could get me a ride? Hey, can I borrow your phone? So I think it was 2003.
That's fun.
Fall of 2003.
That's fun. Speaking of Gymo, that's what Bill Bradley said to me yesterday. Man, I love my time here with Baylor. Gymo, he was just great.
That's awesome.
Isn't that nice?
That is very cool.
He's very associated with University of Texas, right? And had a great career there. But he, I think, had a good time when he was here.
And we got a 30-minute advertising for UT.
It's kind of long.
During the Hall of Fame luncheon.
So practice begins today.
We're just going to go on past that one.
That did stretch
Congratulations
out
to Corby Robertson.
Yeah, he had some stories to tell.
He did.
By golly, he was going to tell them.
By golly, he was going to tell them.
Didn't answer the questions.
There were questions
but...
asked, and then okay, let me go in. Let me tell you this story. Anyway, sorry.
It was good. It was fun. So practice today begins for football, volleyball, and soccer are well into it.
Yeah.
Soccer has an exhibition this Saturday.
They
open the season 1 week from tonight.
That's crazy, isn't it? They open, in 7 days they open the regular season. Volleyball also has an exhibition Saturday around the same time, I think.
Okay.
They've got their green and gold scrimmage, and then I think it's next week that they scrimmage against A&M.
They've got I think that's right.
Which I had forgot. That's the defending national champion.
Oh, I did.
I had forgot about that.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the defending national champion.
Wow.
So that'll be fun. They'll find out pretty quick. The volleyball actually opens the season in Hawaii, the regular season, playing, I believe it's San Diego first, and then Hawaii, which is now coached by Joshua Walker.
That's cool.
Former assistant here. So yeah.
Very good. So they're going to start. Soccer, I guess, will be the first team to actually
start the
open
regular
the season.
Yeah.
Volleyball right after that, and then football right after that. What else? You got a new truck. That's big news.
I got a new truck. Shout out to, they may not be an advertiser, but I'll shout out to Toyota of Waco with Aaron and Sammy there and David Taylor, the finance guy. Great. I'm excited. I loved my Toyota Highlander for how many ever years I had it, but this is a newer vehicle, kind of a big truck. I feel like a big man now.
He's got a truck.
Feel the power and all that. So
there are times I need to borrow a truck, so I'm going to call you for that.
What I did was I made sure that my bed wasn't really big enough for like hauling. It's like a 5-foot bed.
Yeah. I don't want the full size. No, I don't want full size. Too many people want to borrow
That's
it.
That's right.
Listen, I've got Ty and Art that have trucks, so we're in good shape in our family.
Yeah. Got a real nice bed cover too. So
I got to see it.
It's a vehicle. It certainly is.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
No, that was cool.
Yeah.
Excited about it.
And are you teaching your class again this fall?
Well, you know I am.
I know
because
you
I've
are.
already called on you to be one of
Yes.
my, 20 guest speakers or whatever it is.
You got
I have
that thing down.
I have like 28 classes, I think, this semester, and like 13 or 14 I'm gonna have guest speakers. So they'll kid me at some point during the semester. Do you just not like to teach? I bring in experts. I like to bring in people that, give them, that are still doing stuff in the business. So it starts the 25th will be my first class. So excited for that. I looked at the role, and there's not really any that I know, at least not yet, in that class, where usually I have. That first class, I knew just about everybody. Which had Michael Haig now at the Trib. So this will be fun.
Taught him well.
Be fourth time I've taught the class. So looking forward to it.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Talked right before you were on about Daniel Sepulveda, the Sporting
That's
News
awesome.
All-America team for the 2000s. That's pretty good. I mean, that's very deserving for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I hadn't gone back and looked to see how he would compare with everybody else in the 2000s, but like, who else could you pick?
Right.
But, Daniel Sepulveda for that award, and but congrats to him. He was, you talked about it. I do think there was probably a 2, maybe 3-year stretch there where he was the best player on Baylor's team. And the thing I remember, John, and you would have been on the radio, but Larry Little was in athletics communications and we would get these just regular announcements. That is his 66th, career punt over or over 60 yards. Wound up with 94, which is still an NCAA record. Punts over 50. I'm sorry, 94 punts over 50 yards. So still holds the NCAA record.
He was good.
Yeah.
He was very, very good. The other thing, wanted to get your thought on Meet the Bears is coming up on August 22nd. That'll be fun. Really, kind of the first and maybe the only chance for fans to see the team before the season opener.
Yeah, that'll be a good time. I mean, it always is, but it gives them a chance, kind of right before the season to take a look at them and, see what the team has. Another fun thing about Monday night was watching Jeff and Bryson talk basically the whole night. I think you had left. I left at 8:30, 8:40.
Oh my gosh,
and they were still going.
Really?
I think we basically had to escort them out.
But
that was
great.
cool though that you can see that they're already connecting and they're talking and they're
cool.
they're excited about that. So that was kind of cool to see too.
That's
Monday
great.
night.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
That's Jeff Gandy, who'll be our color analyst in the booth, and Bryson Jackson, who'll be our sideline guy this year.
Yeah.
Forthwith. I mean, not that far away.
Forthwith.
31 days away.
Did you say forthwith?
I did. And I will.
Shout out to Ricky Thompson.
And I think this is out there. It is. We've got a Lunch with a Legend coming up on August 28th, and it's Ricky Thompson.
It is
so
Ricky
that'll
Thompson.
That'll be fun.
That's awesome. And then King McClure coming up in November, right? So
which
those
we haven't
are
announced until you just
sorry,
did, so.
King McClure will be the Lunch with a Legend in November.
Anything other news you want to break here?
Any other news I want to break? No, probably should stop there. Glad that we've got Paul Thorpe on board.
Yes.
Speaking of
Good point.
the association,
Yep.
glad to have him, on this side, and Decided,
side.
yeah, you know, well,
In athletics.
You know, what was funny was I remember when I went to, you know, from the Trib to Baylor, and it was Bill Lane in particular. He would be like, you know, I'm glad you finally came over to the good side.
Right.
You left the dark side to come over here to Baylor.
How did Tommy Witherspoon feel about that?
Tommy thought I was already working for Baylor, so
He did.
he thought I was one of the biggest homers and all this, and he would kid me about it.
Right.
And, but yes. But yeah, it's an exciting time, John. There's so many things going on, and I like you mentioned, the Lunch with a Legend. That'll be fun with Ricky Thompson. I'm glad it's on a Friday too, because
Yeah,
my
that's cool.
class is Tuesday, Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad that one will be on a Friday, and I'll get to be there. So that'll be a lot of fun.
All right, so we close with this.
Yes.
Garrett, Jerry mentioned coming from the Trib to Baylor. His start date at Baylor, 18 years ago, yesterday.
Whoa, congrats,
Monday.
man.
Monday.
Monday was my
So his
18-year
work anniversary,
Yeah.
That is
18
awesome.
years ago,
Yeah.
Monday. Congratulations
Congrats,
to
Jerry.
you.
I mentioned, my brother had seen it on Facebook, but I mentioned to him that on Twitter or X it had like over 7,000 views, and he's like, I think I had a Facebook post once that had 4 views.
But that was 25 years at the Trib.
Yeah, 25
right?
years at the Trib, 18 years now at Baylor, going into my 19th year. And my wife's response to all that, which maybe have been some other Twitter comments along that same lines, man, you are old. That's coming from my wife, Garrett.
on, man.
Yeah, that's yeah, man. 25 and 18, I can do the math. That's you're an old man.
All right, we
but not
celebrate.
as old as John Morris.
Oh, okay.
I should say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what, the third age reference for you today, JMo?
Yeah, there's been a bunch already. At least 3.
At least 3.
He was there at the start of the Southwest Conference.
Very good. Not there at the start. I was there at the end.
Yeah, you were there at the end.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll see you out at practice here in a little bit. We'll get interviews after. Who do we have? Coach Aranda today?
Coach
after
Aranda and
practice?
leaders, and I don't know who they're bringing, but I don't know if it would be, because all of the captains were up there, so I don't know if we would have somebody else other than them, but if it's one of the captains, it would be one of the guys up there, so
Cool.
one of those guys. Real quick, track, sorry.
Oh, yes, go.
Had to go with track. Nathaniel Ezekiel and Demario Prince both won the hurdle events at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland this weekend. And I had to look it up to see what exactly this was, but it's basically all the properties of the former British Empire.
Wow.
So that, and it started however long, but yeah, it's the British Commonwealth, I guess. I mean, you may have even said something about that, but yeah, it's like former properties of the British Empire, and so apparently Nigeria and Jamaica were part of that. So they both, Demario won the 110 hurdles, and Nathaniel won the 400-meter hurdles. A couple of them going to the under 20 World Championships this week. Then Michael's going, I think Michael now, he's either going there or he's going to the European Championships. And then we mentioned it before, they don't have World Championships here, but they added this Ultimate World Championship. And it's like the top 16 in each event. Wow. And Demario right now and Nathaniel are both in position to be there for the Ultimate World Championships.
Very cool.
That's cool.
All right, very
Yep.
good. All right, thanks to Jerry. We appreciate him. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Ooh, we got some birthdays for you to share when we come back and wrap things up. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank, Central Texas, and by the Brazos Landing. And we'll be right back. Jerry will be in his new truck right after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Make this the summer event at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Be among the first to see and drive the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, delivering up to 37 miles per gallon. Or drive home a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with your choice of 0% financing for 36 months or 2.9% for 84 months. Or save $9,000 off MSRP. Don't miss these incredible summer savings at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Summer isn't over yet. Make every last splash count at Waco Surf. Catch perfect waves, float the lazy river, or relax on the beach while the kids make unforgettable memories. Stay in their hotel or private cabins, or hook up with your RV. Located just 90 miles from Dallas and Austin, set on 450 acres in the heart of Texas, Waco Surf is unlike any other water park around. Before school starts, give your family one more epic adventure. WacoSurf.com. Book your stay today and catch a wave.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Final segment, John Morris Show. Appreciate greatly Jerry Hill coming in to visit with us. Always good things to talk about. Hey, we welcome as a new partner with us, Richard Carr Motors. They've been serving Waco and Central Texas for over 27 years, but even before that, Richard was he's been a Baylor Bear for a long, long time. Worked in the athletic department, wrapping ankles, treating injuries, and lived to tell about it. Richard Carr is a loyal Wacoan and has been committed to this community for most of his life. They have Richard Carr GMC is the home of GMC Sierras. Sierra is the best truck on the road with unsurpassed luxury inside with the strength and power of a work truck where it counts. Also, Buick, Cadillac, and other top-quality pre-owned cars. Locally owned, locally run. Get your Texas-sized deal today. Call now at richardcarr.com. That's K-A-R-R, richardcarr.com. For a guy that's selling cars and trucks and vehicles, it's pretty appropriate last name, Richard Carr.
Absolutely is.
Even though it's spelled with a K. It's like my daughter, Maddie, who works in labor and delivery at Hillcrest, and her last name is Wellborn.
Oh, that's
Isn't
perfect.
that perfect? Yeah.
That's perfect.
There was a dentist when I was growing up, Dr. Gum, so that one fits pretty well. We'll do that. We'll make a segment out of that at some point. But thanks to Richard Carr Motors, Richard Carr GMC. All right, we like to share birthdays with you, and today it's Mo Arthur's birthday. one of the outstanding All-Americans on Fee Mulkey's acrobatics and tumbling team. Happy birthday to Mo Arthur. By the way, Fee told me the other night at the media mixer, so this is the first year they'll be NCAA status coming up.
Right.
And ESPN's going to cover the championships.
They should. That's
their
awesome.
first ever championships. And the championship matchup will be on linear TV, ESPNU. So that's pretty
exposure.
good for a program first year in the NCAA. So she was pretty excited about that. That is big news. Other birthdays today. It's Cassie Finley's birthday here in Waco. Happy birthday to Cassie. Sam Hancock used to work with us in the Bear Foundation. Happy birthday to him. Phil Lakin's a good Baylor man. I think up in Dallas. Happy birthday to him. It is Kelly Munsey's birthday today. Kelly is the wife, better half of Max Muncy with the LA Dodgers. And I think that is it. Yep, I think that's all that I've got today. I'm sure there are others that I am missing, but happy birthday to all of them. The Dodgers have lost 5 games in a row. All the consternation when they signed Tarek Skubal. Well, he lost last night, his first outing in a Dodgers uniform.
I think that everybody needed a loss, but they're going to be fine. They're probably going to win it all. They are so loaded; it's ridiculous.
But they've lost 5 in a row.
They have. It'll turn around.
I know. They're good, but everybody was, Skubal. Oh yeah. But then he loses his first game to the Cubs in a Dodger uniform. All right. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to Jerry Hill for being with us. Thank you to Alliance Bank Central Texas and to the Brazos Landing live show at the Brazos Landing 1 week from today, August 12th. Come join us. We're headed out to football practice, first day of practice for Coach Aranda and the Bears. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Hope you can join us then. Thanks to Garrett. Thanks to Brandon. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.